Lincoln, Nebraska, and a perfect night for college football. We're in the midst of a roaring sea of red as the Cornhuskers are set to kick off this campaign, they hope, with a victory. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on a team from the SEC, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. A design run for the quarterback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Hand off from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Working the middle, it's complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Guys, let's chat for just a second about Old Dominion. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the the sticks with the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help a field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's first and goal.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Breaks into the open. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it.
He's looking deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Cornhuskers are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The pitch to the left. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Turning it on. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Hand off from the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a little off. Incomplete.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but they're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Still running at the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Gain of 24. Good enough for a first down.
We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a crease. It's James. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's a heat. Catch in the middle. It's Higgins. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
And the Monarchs will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The play-action fake. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Grabbed in the middle. It's Higgins. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost a piece.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Markway. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throwback to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pick! Oh, what a play by this defense. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Quarterback just threw that one wide. Might have been bothered that the defender was going to try to undercut that route and pick it off.
Yeah, and those out routes, remember, you're throwing all the way towards the sideline, so it's a longer throw. And you're right, if you miss short, Reese, that DB gets to take it, collect it, and go back to the house the other direction. So
intercepting, the defense has set him up. Looking for more room.
Well, the offense turns it over. And talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And the Huskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick step and go. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
From the gun, looking for a man. Buys a little time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Oh, those hurts. I mean, you got him backed up. You got him in a 4th down situation. You got the play initially stopped, but playing scrambling quarterbacks, you got to play the 2nd play and the 3rd play because they just keep running around, making things happen, and the QB does a great job on 4th down, getting in the end zone, making the big play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his man in the middle. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Defense looks as if it's coming. To the air on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got him downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Looking to throw again. The sure hands, it's Newsom. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Monarchs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Huskers want to move quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Bean. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Offense, quick tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Breaks the tackle. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. on 3rd and short. They'll ride the running back here. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Caught over the middle. It's Bean. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Pressure coming. And they'll bring him down for the sack. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Under fire. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sherman. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Powers through the defender. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down?
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it off for an incompletion.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive line.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Monarchs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Gashing the D on the right. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
To the air on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Snags it.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And how about the offense believing in the true freshman down here in the red zone, giving him the football, man? I bet his heart is pounding. He's wanting to get in the end zone to get that first touchdown.
Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Guess not all doinks are bad. Off the right, upright, and through. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. The pitch. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter, And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it. First down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the front.
Looking for a huge play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He's out past the 35, across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
You're trailing in the 4th quarter. It's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the 1st down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Pocket breaking down. He'll try to do it himself. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back. Now on 2nd down. back to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial guy, and then getting to the quarterback. And the hard part a lot of time is getting him on the ground. Nice job by the big lineman.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Monarchs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. What a disappointment. No good. Could have stretched the lead out there, but guys, it's still sitting at 9. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
And it's his fourth interception of the game. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
On the ground, it's James. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll line up for a second down play. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement and change impossible. Finds his man. It's James. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
The Monarchs will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Makes the grab on the big throw. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Smashes through the tackle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Under fire. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.